Google Docs is another program that you can use. All you need to do this is access to the internet and a Google account. Once you go to the google.com homepage, or just open the Chrome browser, typically you come to this point first, and got the 9 dots up here, and you can go to Google Docs from the list. Once you've opened this, you'll be met with a screen of all of your existing documents if you've got any, but down here you've got a little plus. Click on that and it'll open a new document for you. You can click to the top here to name it whatever you want to call your story, and then basically you can start writing. Now obviously once you get to 100,000 words, this is going to be quite bulky, so you can do the same thing as in Word, so you can call it chapter 1, and then with the options up here you've got normal text, and you can change that to heading. With that you get the navigation bar over here, accessible via this list, which will tell you that's chapter 1. I then went on to chapter 2, did the same there. I've now got 2 different chapters that I can jump between. If I then had 50 chapters, the same thing. It would be a list of all of them that you could jump between whatever you wanted to write that particular day. Google Docs will save everything as you go along, so if I type here, you'll see up at the top here it says it's saving, and it's saved to Drive, so you know that that's always safe. If I edit that again, it's automatically saving every single time. It has some fairly basic different sort of font settings, where you can sort of highlight and change the font to different things, or obviously do some bold, some italic, underline, the standard word processing functionality. You can undo and redo with buttons up here, so if I wanted to undo those changes I just did, and that one, and then I can redo that because that was a mistake. Changing the font size is done with this, and it's just affecting whatever you've highlighted basically. You can sort of change things like justification, so I want everything to be set in the middle, but typically for writing a novel you're going to want things adjusted to the left hand side there. There are some other tools that you can use within here, so if you go to Tools, you've got an option for word count, and this will give you the total count of the words obviously in the document, and what you can also do is if you have got sort of multiple chapters, you can highlight all the text in one chapter or all the text in one section, and then when you do word count that time you've got 4 of 8, so it's just telling you the total amount of words and how many you've got highlighted. There is an option to change from editing to viewing mode, and if you go into viewing mode, obviously everything is read-only, so you won't make any accidental changes, so this is good for reviewing, but you still get that access to navigate around your document. And then just go back to that I and change it to editing mode, and you're back to being able to type out. As this file is available online in the Google Cloud, it means that if I access my Google account from my phone or tablet or any other computer, I can log in and see exactly the same file. This is one of the benefits of Google. You can also share and copy a link with someone else. So if I shared that link that I just copied there, I can then have them access this exact file rather than sending them an offline copy, which means that they can edit it at the same time as I can, or just view what I've written. If you did want to share it as a actual file itself, you can go to File, Download, or Email. So if I go to email this file, I can just say who I want to send it to, and it will attach it as a PDF or a rich text file, Microsoft Word, and sort of various other options. If you did want to just go, if you was on your own computer, you could go to download and downloading those sort of same file types. The EPUB one I think should work if you download that and send it to a Kindle or an e-reader of some sort. That should work on there as well. Google Docs will save everything as you go along, so as soon as you type out a word, it will be saving as you go through it. There's an option here for last edit, and sort of to look at the different versions. So once you've got, you know, a couple of months worth of writing in here, this document will go through all of the changes that you've made. There is an option for voice typing, which may save some time for people that aren't as good at typing, but I can't guarantee it'll work with every accent. But simply, if you just go to Tools, do voice typing, you should get an option here. It may come up with a notification saying that the browser wants to access your microphone. If you do that, just click Approve, and it will allow it just within this particular session of Google Docs. If I click on here, everything that I then say will be written into the document in theory. So if I just test this out, it should type out everything I need to say. Obviously, it won't pick up every punctuation and things that I mean, so it will need reviewing, but at least it gets the big bulk of the words down.